This woman becomes completely obsessed whenever you do that. Recently, I heard a rather ominous story about a woman who constantly sought to create conflicts with her boyfriend, provoking unnecessary situations. The boyfriend, in turn, would go along with it, not fully understanding why these arguments happened so frequently. Often, there was no clear reason for so many disagreements, yet she always found trivial things to complain about and argue over. One day, he decided to have an honest conversation with her, asking some questions. It was at that moment that she began to realize, almost unconsciously, that many of these arguments were fueled by the intense desire she had for him. It seems crazy, but this dynamic of seeking conflicts as a way to express desire is not new, especially when it comes to the complex terrain of relationships. I strongly recommend avoiding trying to win a woman over through arguments or provoking negative emotions. There are much more productive, intense, and effective ways to evoke emotions and desires in a woman. The story I shared here brings a valuable lesson. Even amid fights and misunderstandings, emotions can span a spectrum that includes negative moments but also an emotional roller coaster ranging from despair to reconciliation, providing an intense and varied experience. This emotional roller coaster plays a crucial role in awakening a woman's desire. The connection between emotions and desire is strong, and understanding how to manage these emotions positively can be fundamental to building a meaningful connection in a relationship. So, the lesson this story brings is valuable, and now I'll teach you how to apply this knowledge to activate the emotional part of a woman, promoting more impactful interactions on a first date and awakening desire in her, going beyond the fraternal or friendly connection. The goal is for her to see you as a man, a genuine sexual option, and not just another friendly guy. The first tip to achieve this and stand out from most men is to steer away from superficial conversations. Many men, when approaching a woman, use those traditional approaches, such as complimenting her appearance and asking basic questions about her life. However, to differentiate yourself, it is essential to avoid this kind of generic approach and create an environment that evokes emotions. When approaching a woman, avoiding superficial conversations is crucial because this standard small talk doesn't create emotions. Women often feel as if they are hooked up to a constant heart rate monitor with no real heartbeats in the conversation. Therefore, it is crucial to transcend this common approach and steer the interaction toward the woman's genuine feelings and opinions. The second step, after moving away from small talk, is to dive directly into her feelings and opinions. Of course, you don't need to start with an extremely sentimental question right away, but whenever possible, guide the conversation naturally to explore her feelings and opinions. I'll certainly give you a practical example. Let's say this woman has shared with you that she works in marketing for the food industry. Now, the secret here is to explore the emotion behind what she just revealed. Instead of simply asking, "What do you do?" adopt a more engaging approach, something like, "You work in marketing for food industries in Sao Paulo, right?" As she responds, observe not only the objective information but seek the emotions and opinions underlying what she shared. If she responds enthusiastically, saying something like, "Yes, I work in marketing for the food industry," you can already identify the excitement behind what she does. At this point, you can delve even deeper, showing curiosity and interest. For example, ask, "How is that? I'm curious to know more about what you do." Notice the nuances of what she says, and this is a great opportunity for you to stand out as someone who seeks to understand the intricacies of her life, going beyond the ordinary. The second part is if she responded in a somewhat more reserved manner, perhaps with a lower tone. At this moment, look her in the eyes and ask, "Do you really enjoy what you do?" This question challenges her to delve deeper, to reveal something more vulnerable about herself. She will need to bring forth her true feelings and opinions. Perhaps she shares that, in reality, she always dreamed of becoming a dentist. This puts you in a privileged position, ahead in emotional connection. Few men can reach this level of depth in such a short time, and you now have the ability to do so. The third essential tip to intensify this whole process is, when exploring feelings and opinions, seize this precious moment to create sexual tension with the woman. Look into her eyes, speak more slowly, smile, and put energy into the conversation. Get closer to her, lightly touch her arm. Many men, when delving into a conversation, fail to use this moment to create desire. Take advantage of this phase of vulnerability, when both are moving beyond the superficial, and insert this into the context of desire.